So we made it to day 14. Can't believe it, but at the same time, I'm really frustrated right now. Yesterday was day 13. Seems like with every shake, I'm having gas and bloating again. I don't know if it's still the die-off happening. I'm assuming that's maybe what it is, but I've kind of had enough. Had 2 crying spells yesterday. One while I was taking my Epsom salt bath that it's like angry at everything, very emotional. Let myself scream under the water a few times because, you know, when you're going through something like this and you sometimes feel like, is it all for nothing? Like when you read a lot of people's stories and the support groups I'm in, which have been such a godsend, you know, I try to only seek out the positive stories of the people that have healed from SIBO. But there's a reason there's almost 30,000 people in there that are struggling, that have been on so many different treatments. And when I see things that people say they've been going through treatments for 5 years, or they went through treatment and it came back, it's really scary. I know I've had stomach issues my whole life. You know, it was always called IBS, but I'm angry right now that before I started this diet, I was eating chicken crumbles and squash and avocado and salmon and green beans. Those are the foods I pretty much, and strawberries and blueberries. That's about it. That's what I was eating. And yesterday I was so upset. I was like, you know, I'm on this shake right now and I've got another 7 days. So I'm like almost there. I'm almost there. But why is my stomach not better? It's worse right now. It's gassy and cramps. As soon as I start drinking the stuff, the cramps start. Then I have to go through the breathing of the cramps because the cramps get so intense, and then you're on the toilet. I mean, it's just like horrible. And I sit and I cry and I'm like, why God? Why is this happening? And I don't do these videos. I want to make sure people know I'm not doing these videos for pity. I'm not doing these videos for you to be like, oh, poor Lisa. I appreciate your prayers, but the reason I'm doing these videos is because there's not enough personal stories out there for people that have SIBO. I think I found 2, maybe 3 other people out there that I followed and watched their videos religiously before I started this. I'm so thankful that I found those 3 people. It was 3 people, because it let me know that when I go through this, what I could kind of expect. So I want people that are really searching for help and they're desperate and they're at that moment where they're screaming in a bathtub and they're punching a pillow and they're angry because, you know, even before this started, the anger of how much this takes away from you. It's not just the pain and the bloating and the not being able to eat anything, and it's what comes with that. It comes with my anxiety has come back, which I had beat and done so well with, but it's come back to where I'm starting to think, you know, maybe I'll never be able to fly again. Maybe I won't be able to, you know, and I know I shouldn't think those things, but it's really scary when you're going through it and you start having those feelings again, because it's taken completely away your social life. You can't go out to eat anymore. You don't go out. Right now, I have not been out of the house in 2 weeks because I don't want to get sick as far as like a cold. There's so many people with the flu and everything. You don't want to compromise your system when you're already feeling like crap as it is. So I vowed to just stay in, go in my backyard, you know, sit on my patio, move around in the house, and stay away from people so that I don't get a infection on top of this, because you can't take antibiotics when you're healing your stomach like this. So I'm not going out of the house. But even before that, I miss going out with my husband on dates, and even if it was just, you know, I was still getting my gluten-free, dairy-free foods, but we could go to like Mod Pizza and I could get a dairy-free, gluten-free crust pizza. I could go to, you know, Panera and get a healthy salad or something, and all that's been taken away since like early summer last year. It all stopped, and I felt like I was just starting to really live and do things that I had not been able to do years prior. My company sent me to Bahamas, and I earned that trip, and I earned a trip to Bermuda. And I think yesterday was not just the frustration of feeling like crap all the time and knowing how long I've been going through this, but all the things I've missed. I missed Rep Fest last year. I missed my kids. I planned a Disney vacation and had to give it to them, and they all went, and I didn't get to go, and it was for my grandchildren, and I didn't get to go. And we booked an RV thing, and I had to cancel that. And I told my naturopath last year when this all first started that I had been tracking for a trip to Maui. And it's really hard to talk about because I've been with Avon for 19 years, and every year they have a PRP trip, which is a President's Recognition trip, and it's for like the best of the best. You have to either sell over $110,000 in Avon, or you have to be a bronze executive. It used to be senior executive, but you had to be at that level. And from the moment I started selling, I was like, one day I'm going to be on one of those trips. I am going to be there. Well, the last couple years, they made some other ways that you could get there, and that would be like top 20 in the nation in different categories. And last fall, I saw that I was actually tracking for one of the top 20 Pinnacle Awards to go to Maui. Hawaii's always been on my dream board, and many years ago, they had a trip there, and I missed it by such a short margin. I thought, well, I hope they bring it again, and it happened, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Maui. Oh my God, if I could get there on a top 20 Pinnacle. And the sad part of it, and I think this is part of my upset yesterday, is on social media. You know, I'm seeing all my friends that are going, and they're getting their care packages from Avon with their shirts and their boxes that say Maui Aloha, and all their, you know, souvenir stuff that Avon sends to get them ready for arrival. And I'm supposed to be getting one of those, but I had to forfeit the trip and take the cash out instead because I knew my stomach and the travel time and everything, stress-wise and everything, that there was no way that I could be over there with the way I was eating. Even if I didn't start the ED, the food cooking, I was on 7 foods. How do you find those foods there? And who wants to be in Maui with everybody else getting to eat all kinds of foods and drinking all kinds of things, and you sit there and watch everybody eat and do that? So I knew, like, either way, the timing for me just wasn't possible. So I'm angry because SIBO, for those dealing with this, or if you know somebody in your family that's got lots of stomach troubles, please give them a break. You have no idea. You have no idea. People will like, oh, it's just a stomach ache. You just have a stomach ache. You just don't feel. No, this takes so much from you. It's not just having a stomach ache on a daily basis. And, you know, you might have some good moments. And if you see me do an Avon video, you know, I did a video that I reposted. I did that video before this started because I knew that this was going to be a rough treatment. People were like, oh, it's good to see you looking great and whatever. I was having a good day that day. I filmed. It wasn't during this treatment. And I know that if people see me with makeup and looking good, they're like, oh, it's over. She's better. She's well. And I want that to be true more than anything. And I just know that this isn't over after the elemental diet. This is going to be a process. And it could take a year or so to really get well, because we got to reintroduce all these foods so that I can begin to eat again. And that's going to be trial and error along with herbals, and it's a long process. So I want to thank you guys for continuing to pray. This morning I told Robert, I said, I'm done. I just want to give up. It's like, can you just tranquilize me? Can I just be in a numb state? I don't want to feel this anymore. I don't want to go through this anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm done. I feel done right now. And I cried my eyes out, like I said, twice yesterday. I'm trying not to lose it in this video. But yeah, today's day 14. My functional medicine doctor messaged me back. She wants me to go on Candibactin AR and BR, and then there's a Megagenics drink. My choices of flavors are pineapple banana, chocolate orange, and a spice. And that's for, I guess, after I'm done with this ED, will wean me into that and start the next phase while I try to start introducing food. That will be my medical food. And you know, the littlest things, because like I said, I'm so emotional right now. I saw chocolate and I got a little excited, but then I saw chocolate orange and went, what are they thinking? Chocolate orange? Why can't it just be chocolate? Why do you have to ruin it with the orange? Like, I'm so temperamental. It's an emotional, like, I have no words. I have no words. So I'm doing these videos because I really want to help somebody else. And I know today is kind of a downer video. I want there to be a light at the end of the tunnel. I thought I was seeing that in the beginning. It was like, hey, it's not so bad. Yeah, I'm having some gas. I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Then the diarrhea started. Then the other symptoms and things started. And it's just back and forth, and it's just every time I drink the drink, oh, here we go, I'm sick again. And I would think by now, this drink, my stomach would be calmer. And the fact that it's not makes me think, let it just be die off still. Let me just still be going through it. So I, again, want to help support other people that are going through this. You know, watch the videos from the beginning on the playlist. Tells my story, where I've been, where I'm going, what I plan and hope to do, as anybody that's going through SIBO and gut issues hopes to do, is to heal and begin to live again. Because right now, life for me, it's just been, I feel like I'm missing out, and I'm too young to be missing out. I also earned a Los Cabos trip, and it's in question. Like, I earned a trip for 100% paid in June. And it's in question because I want to hope that my stomach will be good enough to travel. But with the anxiety coming back and fear of not having that confidence, I just don't know. I may have to just take the payout on that too and miss out on another trip. So again, not a pity video. Don't want people to look at this, oh, she's pity, she's crying, oh, must be just a stomach ache. No. That's not why I'm doing these. I'm doing these to journal so that maybe I can help somebody else with the treatments that I'm taking, the supplements that I'm taking. Somebody else will see it and go, I'll ask my doctor about that. You know, today's a rough day. Today I just woke up in a mood, you know, in an emotional mood. And I think I've held myself for the last, it hit me yesterday, 13 days. I just was in tears. And you know, you're going to have ups and downs with it. So know that it's normal and you're allowed. I'm allowed. If I want to be a bitch, I could be a bitch right now because I'm mad. I'm angry and I'm emotional and I'm a mess, and it is what it is. And I just have to keep praying to my God and my Jesus and asking him to heal me. And again, I want to thank all of you that are watching and the journey. And I'll just finish my shakes today, and it's just another day, and tomorrow will be day 15, and we'll just keep on trucking and keep trying to keep my positive pants on, that this is not for nothing, that this is going to do something to heal me, and that's what I got to keep hoping for. So if you're out there dealing with this, I'm praying for you. I want to see you get well too. It's not an easy road. That's all for today. Bye, guys. Thank you.